What's good, people? Shout out to A Game Nation, the masculine mercenaries and the madam mercenaries. The middle finger up to you, internet weenies. And I want to say what's good to the people out there as we have another discussion today. And before I get into the gym, I want to go into the other three, the givers, and that's the senseless one. In this space, it's inundated with the evidence of senseless givers. We have individuals who give their resources, their time, their information, their connections, even, their sperm, to individuals in the hopes of getting something back. But usually it's a one-sided deal. And I remember one of the Batman movies where a quote was, the hero often lives long enough to see himself or herself become the villain. That's usually the fate of a senseless giver. These individuals are often missing something within and looking for acceptance or looking for validation, to the point where they will prostitute their purpose. These are the relationship Johns, if you will. And they will embarrass themselves to any length, to the point where they get upset at themselves, but they don't have the courage to stand up for themselves. They don't respect their boundaries. They don't set any. Or you got guys who don't set any standards or goals and hold them, people who want to interact with them, to account, and they get treated like shit. This is the hallmark of a simp, or a chick who is always in a relationship. Now, the worst part of a senseless giver is you'll have women out here who will say they gave their all to an individual without allowing his actions, words, and his intent to work in concert. Because you got people who can play a role. And there's certain individuals I talk to and I listen to them, and it's like they're not looking for anything solid. They're hoping to renovate a piece of shit into something redeemable. Well, at this point, I have blatant indifference. If they choose to do that, fuck your story. That's just my mindset. With guys, you will have a lot of these individuals who will be caping for cakes, buying stoves. Whenever you see panels being conducted, they'll go out here and do the most, try to shit on a dude. These are the old dirty macking, ashy analytical motherfuckers who want to try to impress people by doing some really underwhelming shit. So with a senseless giver, this is an individual who often refuses or even runs away from interpersonal work. A senseless giver does not give themselves time to heal. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleeping. At one point, I was a senseless giver, and it got to the point where I nearly had either almost a nervous breakdown, or real talk, I should be in jail if I was going to commit what I thought at the time was going to happen, because it was so much stress back and forth with that relationship that I literally woke up and I was standing over this person with a screwdriver. And that moment scared the shit out of me, to the point, not the fear of, the repercussions, but what brought me to that point. And I had to literally go to a drive, play some music, clear my head, and reassess what I was doing. See, there's a lot of individuals who tend to be senseless givers. Like, they'll often support a channel that might give them garbage nutrition mentally or spiritually, but they can't build anything on it. You'll have spaces where all you hear is goofy shit. Nothing for productive, nothing to where, like, what? I can apply this and I can offer a solid testimony on this. There's too many places to point out. Or a senseless giver will give up cash apps and or other means of monetary exchange, just to sniff the taints of certain individuals who don't give a shit about them, or just a sniff of ass, or the hope of ass. Shout out to Baby Shark. See, in order to stop being a senseless giver, you gotta learn how to pay yourself first. Pay yourself attention. Pay yourself mind of what you need to fix, what you need to face, what you need to eliminate. When you start there, you'll make that needed transition to the third G, which I'll talk about later. But again, if you're around individuals who are doing these 8, 12, 24-hour plus panels about absolutely nothing, or you're going to institutions where you go to get the word, and as soon as you let out, don't shit change, that lets you know you're a senseless giver. Especially if you are prostituting your resources just to remain stuck, only with a reach around, which you could have got at a Greyhound bathroom. Maybe Sansa Ray can tell you that. I know I'm wrong for that, but I'm an honest asshole. So, in closing, let me know what you guys think. We can talk about it in the conversation later on. I'm gonna catch some bullshit over this, but fuck it. Always remember, never allow your comfort zone to become your coffin. And salute to A-Game Nation and the Masculine Mercenaries. And when you got people that are giving you some great content that you can take home, apply for yourself, and make a difference in your life, support them. I mean, talk about individuals like Keith Richards, a lot of these solid content creators that have been putting in work, putting in their time and their lives into the embetterment of men. There are too many to mention. Some you might like, quite a few you won't. But always reconsider. You know, all these bitch-ass differences don't mean anything. But that's just me rambling. But I'll chop it up with you guys later. I'm getting ready to go to this gym. So be easy and we'll chop it up later. Peace.